Hey Dennis. So we have with
Hey,
us Dennis Day, and he is currently the business analyst with Amazon, and he is the backing vocalist and the leading bassist with Ayers Filter Coffee. Also, he is the photographer for So Far Bangalore and Geek Chutney. Hey Dennis, what's up?
hey, what's up? You got a yes filter coffee right, so thank you.
Yeah, I always,
But hi,
yeah,
how are you?
I'm fine. कैसा चल रहा है लॉकडाउन?
बस चल रहा है यार मतलब I don't know कितना टाइम हो गया यहाँ पे.
Yeah,
So हाँ, kind of bored of this room. Like all my flatmates have left also, so mostly हाँ, I'm thinking of leaving Bangalore in a while. Came across this new thing to this podcast. Like was
yeah.
really impressed with like how it was started. Like amazing work from Komal.
Yeah, right. This is great to connect with people and like learn from them whatever we can.
Yeah.
So tell us about your journey at IIT Roorkee. Like how were those 4 years?
Okay. I don't know. Uh, for pretty amazing 4 years. So joined Roorkee in 2010 till 14 metallurgy, and yeah, matlab, 4 years like I did not study that much, but fun wise, yeah, I joined the music section. I had a good group in my branch as well. I traveled a lot. Like my plan was हाँ उत्तराखंड घूमना है पूरा जितना हो
Yeah,
सकता है.
Roorkee has this advantage. Like you can go
Yeah.
to many
So
places.
yeah, ऋषिकेश जाओ and then just decide कि कहाँ जाना है उसके बाद. So
Hmm.
I think that was one of the best part of Roorkee. And
Yeah, and we
so
can decide like at midnight, like we want to go there, and
हाँ,
yeah, we can.
like हाँ मतलब इतना फनी लगता है यहाँ पे लोग प्लान बनाते हैं कि ओके नेक्स्ट मंथ ऋषिकेश ट्रिप करते हैं. एंड लाइक डूड वो हर महीने करते थे हम लोग.
हाँ, चलो वीकेंड आ रहा
सोचना
है
नहीं पड़ता
चलते
था.
हैं
या सो या मिस अ लॉट ऑफ थिंग्स. लाइक काफी चीजों का फोमो भी हो रहा है. लाइक यू गाइस हैव अ थिएटर नाउ, यू हैव कैंपस में सीसीडी व्हिच इज डर्ट चीप. हमें पूरा रिक्शा लेके 50 किलोमीटर दूर जाना पड़ता था एक कॉफी पीने के लिए
ओ
एंड
तब
मूवी
किसी
देखने
को
के
नहीं
लिए.
था.
नहीं नहीं, सीसीडी वाज लाइक बिल्कुल बाहर जाके रुड़की के.
ओके.
एक सीसीडी एंड मूवीज देखने के लिए वी हैड टू गो टू बहादुराबाद. देयर वाज अ मॉल
हम्म.
हरिद्वार के आगे. सो हाँ, लाइक रुड़की एज अ सिटी उतना फन नहीं था, बट कैंपस वाज कैंपस. सो
Yeah,
I think I miss the campus life. I think everyone does. So
yeah,
yeah,
it's a
enjoy
different
while
life
you are
altogether.
there.
Like a different life.
हाँ, जो sadly तुम लोग miss कर रहे हो because of this pandemic.
बहुत ज़्यादा. Okay, so coming to music, like tell us about your musical journey at IIT Roorkee. Like how did it help in shaping the musician in you?
So I knew थोड़ा बहुत guitar, like because my dad's a guitarist as well. So
Okay.
I knew थोड़ा बहुत basic used to play. I joined music section in 1-2. That was my first show, and then have been involved with music section throughout my 4-2. So हाँ, I guess that shaped me as a musician a lot, like what I am right now. Especially I started playing bass in music section only. उससे पहले I used to play acoustic.
Okay.
So and मतलब because you are playing a lot of different kind of music and you are meeting a lot of people, सबसे कुछ ना कुछ सीखने को मिल रहा है. So I think like being in music section was one of the best things that happened to me in Turkey.
Right. So like when did you decide that you want to pursue music as a profession? Like you'll be doing
Mm.
this after college.
So I never decided like to pursue it as a profession. My only thing was because I had seen my seniors graduate and उसके बाद जब मैं उनसे बात करता था, nobody was doing anything in music.
Hmm.
So my whole idea was like music से touch नहीं छोड़ना, even you graduate does not matter. Like even if I was not doing anything professionally, I could do YouTube or whatever. So हाँ, so that was the basic idea. Like I remember when I came out of Roorkee, I had an acoustic electric guitar. Bass सिर्फ section में बजाता था. So
Okay.
with my first salary, I bought a like very sasta 2000 ka second hand bass
Hmm.
just for the sake that I have that instrument and I can keep that going on. Then luckily in Gurgaon, the company I was working for, Absolute Data, that had a music club thingy only.
Hmm.
So they every year they had their company day and the internal band used to perform. So I got into that band. I met some amazing musicians there as well. So the vocalist of this band called Them Clones, if you've heard of it,
Hmm.
pretty good band from Delhi, काफी पुराना, like 2005 से they are popular. So yeah, that guy was also there. उससे बहुत कुछ सीखने को मिला. And उसके बाद we I came across few people in Gurgaon who used to have this community called On Route Thursdays, which was basically her Thursday. All the corporate people who are musicians used to get together and do go for either a karaoke or just jam. So kind of a music section type culture के
Yeah.
लोग मिल रहे हैं आपस में jam कर रहे हैं, which kept on the thing going कि हाँ ठीक है उन्हीं उसी चीज में काम करते हुए I met the next band that I found, which was Daftar. So yeah, kahin na kahin I was lucky enough to stay in touch with music, and I think
So
that
you met
worked.
different people who were in touch with music and who were somehow into music. So
Yeah, all who were musician, and with in I got in touch with them, and then decided कि हाँ कुछ करते हैं. So
hmm,
like there was so मेरे batchmate की elder sister पूजा करके थी, who was staying in the same society that I was staying in, and she was a vocalist and guitarist as well. So I used to jam with her कि हाँ दीदी मतलब ऐसी music करते हैं. Then we decided कि हाँ gigs करना start करते हैं कहीं ना कहीं. We contacted few people, then started gigging in cafe, and at the same time I formed Root 2 with Steffi, who is another Turkey alumni, and same
you
with
had this
jamming with her. We
YouTube channel Route 2.
Yeah, that was a YouTube channel, but we did a couple of gigs as well. So
Okay. So how does
so
that
yeah.
happen? Like, how do you get gigs? Like,
So yeah, that is the worst thing I think. Acoustic वाले में फिर भी मिल जाता था, बैंड के लिए तो मराने में मतलब बहुत हालत खराब हो जाती है. So you ping them. So it works like either you have a management agency that is managing you, or you are doing it alone. So ping them on Instagram, Facebook. Then if you ping 10 people, two might respond. Then you send them your stuff, your recordings, and then उसके बाद हाँ बात होती है. आधे लोग तो बहुत चिंदी होते हैं. It's like तुम अपना माइक ले आओ, तुम अपने स्पीकर ले आओ. And
अच्छा.
शुरू में because you are desperate, you want to do that stage thing, you end up doing that. And similarly with the Onward Thursday thing, they had tie-ups with few restaurants. So every once a month they will have a host a like proper evening at some cafe, and all musicians will get a 10-20 minute slot. So like an open mic, but they'll get to play. So
Hmm.
they'll get that stage exposure.
Yeah. So like finally, how did Ayers Filter Coffee happen? Like,
So yeah, funny. So Gurgaon mein I had a band and I was working with it. Was working at Free Charge. Randomly, Amazon called me like, "There's this interview opportunity, and do you want to pursue it?" And me being me, I had a lot of Rootki friends in Bangalore, so I just saw, okay, free Bangalore trip mil raha hai, let's why don't just go for it. So I came for the interview. Luckily, cracked it, and then it was choice के okay, Bangalore जाना है, यहाँ पे band went stable है, but do I want to move or not? But जो पुराना बैंड था उसके मोस्टली लोगों की शादी हो चुकी थी, तो they were busy. So
hmm,
then I decided, कि, okay, I think it's time for a fresh start and move to Bangalore.
okay.
Bangalore में luckily, शुरू में I stayed with some Roorkee juniors, Prithvi, or I don't know if you know them, Aditya Ganeshan, Prithvi Thakur.
Hmm.
Yeah, so I stayed with them. Then they were doing internship and stuff. Their internship was getting over, so I started looking for my own thing. Normal Facebook flat and flatmate group. I came across this flat which had a keyboard in one of the pics. So I was like, हाँ ये ही चाहिए. I
Okay.
met those guys. They were like, okay, हाँ तू भी musician, and like it's good frequency and stuff. I
That was
went
very
to
good
that flat.
luck. Like,
Yeah, lucky. Every single thing, like somehow it ended up being musical step by step.
yeah.
So yeah, then this guy, one of the guys was a BITS Pilani graduate, and उसके म्यूजिक सेक्शन के वहाँ के दो दोस्त थे, मतलब दो तीन दोस्त थे, वो लोग तब से सोच रहे थे कि बैंड बनाना है, बैंड करना है. They had jammed a couple of times,
Hmm.
and एक बार वो ऐसी जैम के लिए जा रहा था. He borrowed my bass guitar that time, whatever bass I had. So I was like, कि तू bass पर जा रहा है, I already play bass, why don't I like jam with you guys first? And he was like, okay, yeah, let's try it out once. And we tried. I already knew the other two guys, they were good friends. So yeah, that jam came out really good. And then we decided, okay, let's take this seriously. So first jam, I think October 17, October 2017, we did.
So
A
you
week later,
normally
we
play.
played at an open mic. Uh,
Hmm.
so, and then, yeah, then the band, then we decided, okay, this is working. We should start looking at names and start aiming for gigs and open mics and whatever.
Yeah.
So yeah,
So
that was the beginning of our years. Filter Coffee.
yeah. So you have a really interesting name. Like, how did that come into picture?
So honest story, the drummer's name is Sachin Iyer.
Yeah.
So while we decided this, it was like everybody is doing something. I was doing the graphic designing work for the band. Rushil, who's the vocalist, was writing lyrics. Ayer was given the responsibility to talk to people for gigs as well as name the band. And that guy came up with suggestions like Ayer's Filter Coffee, Ayer learns to rock, Ayer makes music, Ayer is the best, like whatever. Everything had Ayer in it because he was like obsessed with Michael learns to rock or all those bands. So that and so last at the end of it, we had two names on the table: IS Filter Coffee and Geek Chutney for the band.
Hmm.
And we asked few friends and went ahead with IS Filter Coffee. I took the other name and just named my photography account there.
Yeah, so you have this Instagram page, Geek Chutney, where you photograph musicians.
Yeah, so it's mainly based on concert photography, which is again random thing because like I had a DSLR lying around which I bought for making videos for Root 2.
Hmm.
Then I was going for one of the festivals and I just decided, okay, there's this camera. Why don't I try clicking people? And few of the clicks came out good. I edited, I sent it to the musicians. They really liked it. So
Hmm.
when they were visiting Bangalore again for their gigs, they pinged me on Instagram, okay, would you like to shoot again? And I was
Oh,
like, okay,
wow.
yeah, this is a good opportunity. So I started doing that. And then so there's this venue called Humming Tree, which was one of the best venues in Bangalore. Became kind of their official photographer. Then later on, I sent my portfolio to Sofa. They liked it. I became their photographer. So
Hmm.
yeah, and it was a really good thing for me as well as my band,
Hmm.
because if you every gig there are like 2 3 bands performing, so even if I'm shooting for one, I get to meet the other two. I get to meet their managers, and I get to tell them that okay, I have this band. And like towards end of 2018, whenever I used to say I play for this band called IS Filter Coffee, the response was always okay, oh, you're from that band, we have heard of it, you have some pretty amazing music. And yeah,
Yeah.
so that's that familiarity. So like I shot for a musician, then 2 months later when they performed in Bangalore again, they asked us to open for them, so we opened the gig for them. It
So it's like
was
networking
happening.
and you are able to
Yeah,
pursue some other hobby also.
yeah, exactly. So it's like helping me grow as a photographer as well as helping the band grow. So it was kind of a win-win scenario for me. And also used to get into guest list for every gig, like free entry everywhere, so that also worked.
Yeah. Yeah. So Dennis, tell us about the scaling up process of a band. Like you formed this band, so what next? Like how do you get gigs and how do you like get to do live performances?
Okay, yeah. So after we formed the band, basically this is an indie band, independent band. So there's no one managing us, there's no producer or anything. So everything we are doing on our own.
Hmm.
So yeah, once you start, like you can't directly go out to venues for gigs because they don't know who you are. So
Yeah.
we first wrote, tried, like we jammed very frequently. So 5 days you're working at Amazon, last 2 days you are jamming 3 4 hours. So there was pretty much no weekend there. But
Hmm.
we wrote few songs. Rishil had few rough uh, bits written. We made them into songs. We went to open mics. So once a month, Humming Tree used to have an open mic. So go there, 10-minute slot, play 2 songs. Or then that was, and I had a habit of like carrying my DSLR everywhere to make videos. So I used to keep it in the crowd so that if someday we have to pitch to venues, we have videos.
Hmm.
So open mics, then we started doing college competition. We recorded some videos in the jam rooms. Once we had like few basic content ready, we started pitching it to gigs, to venues. So initially, yeah, we got smaller gigs. We were opening for a few bands, and then got like solo gigs as well. Meanwhile, we started working on our first EP. Once we released it, that EP like really shot because we got featured as Apple Music's Artist of the Month. So it was trending everywhere. Like on Apple Hot Charts, we were trending with Coldplay, Arctic Monkeys, and Tame Impala.
Oh,
So
nice.
we were above Arctic Monkeys, which was like a huge win for us.
Yeah.
So that EP being there, getting so much press helped us a lot. Then
Hmm.
getting gigs became easy. We were able to uh, through the end of the year we were playing. We were like headlining the gigs, and people were opening for us. So what we were a year before, uh, like there
Hmm.
was a small, and we supported those bands. So and then we started working on the second album. We wanted to make it even bigger. So we went ahead with Vivek Thomas, who's the producer for When Chai Met Toast. And yeah, that like he was super strict. So we stayed in Kochi for 12 days. We recorded that album because last time we recorded in Bangalore, it was like kisi weekend ja rahe hain, kisi weekend someone is lazing. So that process took like 2 3 months just for 5 songs. So this time we decided we'll just lock ourselves in a room, and जब तक record नहीं होता we won't leave that city. So we were there in Kochi for 2 weeks straight, recorded it and got done with it. And that उसको फिर launch करने के we had very high hopes. We were partnering with few band managers, like we wanted to do in India too. We had gigs lined up in Pune, Mumbai, Delhi, and then the pandemic hit. So
Oh.
eventually, like March में we decided, okay, this is not happening, let's just get the music out because काफी मेहनत कर दी है.
Mhm.
And we just released the music eventually.
Yeah. So how did you manage it with the kind of job that you have? Like, how do you manage it with being a business analyst as well? And the other band members also, like all of them have jobs. So how do you manage it?
Yeah, it gets tough. It honestly it gets very tough, but since you want to do it, so once we formed the band, it was doing good. We had to take a call like whether to pursue it full time,
Hmm.
maybe move the base to Bombay or keep our jobs. And all of us took a call like we will keep our jobs because indie music, like nobody's funding this, so you need to put money into this. And there's something I heard in some TED talk or something, which is called one for the soul, one for the kitchen. So you have one thing that is like kind of funding your passion as well as paying your bill, rent, etc.,
Hmm.
and something that you are just doing for your own. So basically, we wanted to make music that we want to, like it's not okay, okay crowd ko bilkul acoustic songs pasand hai, so we'll just do that. We wanted to go towards the garage music scene. And since firstly being an indie band, secondly being an English indie band in India where Bollywood dominates the scene,
Yeah.
uh, making money is not an option very easily. So it was like, okay, we'll keep our job even though it is a struggle, and we have to balance and maybe sacrifice our weekends. But at the end of it, I guess it was worth it. It was a smart choice,
So at
keeping the
the end of
jobs as
it,
well.
when you are doing something that gives you like happiness, it's satisfying, right?
Yeah, it's satisfying, like. And even yeah, and even Amazon was pretty, like my team was pretty supportive. So if I had a gig on Friday, I would take Fridays off. I would just say, and my manager was like, okay, finish the work on Saturday, but yeah, if you
Hmm.
want Fridays off. And even some office people came to my gigs as well. So
Oh,
yeah, I think that also helped. Like I was lucky enough to have a decent team
yeah.
which saw that, like, okay, someone is pursuing the passion and we should support it.
Hmm. So why like garage rock? Like, how did you
Mm,
choose to do something in garage rock?
so So yeah, I think the best thing that worked with this band was all four of us, like Prashil, Pushkar, here. We had same music influences. So rock, basically mainly rock, but even in that we were kind very influenced with Arctic Monkeys or Strokes, which are like the top bands in garage rock.
Hmm.
So we started while when we had like 3 4 originals, and a gig is like 12 songs. So other songs were mainly Arctic Monkeys covers or something,
Hmm.
and that feeling actually stuck with us. And our songwriting was pretty similar to that as well.
Hmm.
So I think yeah, that's how we stuck to, like, I guess last album was very garage rock. This album we tried to experiment a bit. So I won't call the new album garage rock. It has a heavy metal song. It has a very acoustic song, Daytime. Noise is the heavy metal one. There is a rap song in which Rishil is rapping.
Oh,
So yeah, this album we tried to express. I won't say even right now like we are in one genre. We are still experimenting. We are still figuring it out. Like right now we are trying out drum samples as well, so something towards electronic as well. So
okay.
I think it's still an ongoing process, like how the music forms us, and whatever are the current influences becomes what the band is playing.
Yeah, that's great actually. Yeah. Hmm. Yeah. So Dennis, tell us about the process of making a song. Like there must be some story behind it, or what comes to someone's mind before they start like writing the lyrics.
Mm, I don't know, like Rushil writes most of it, so what comes to his mind? Like Aathe songs are like broken hearted songs or those kind of things. But yeah, like it's mostly he is the songwriter, but how a song is structured, someone just plays something on acoustic, कुछ भी record करके, we keep on sending each other voice notes. फिर कुछ भी अच्छा लगता है तो we go on into a jam room, try building on top of it. And the best thing of the band is like all four of us can play all four instruments. Like I can play basic drums, I can play guitars, Pushkar can play bass, he can Rishil can play drums. So everyone can comment on each other's parts. कि कुछ भी नया आइडिया देना. It's not like कि मैं ही सारे बेस पार्ट सोच रहा हूँ. Most of the time रुशिल और पुष्कर का बहुत फीडबैक रहता है कि ऐसे बेस बजाना है. Same I will be doing for lyrics or even their song, their parts and guitars. So I think that really works. So कि everyone is helping each other writing stuff. And हाँ फिर 2-3 jams के बाद we come with a version कि okay this sounds good, play it in a gig, then come back, listen to the gig recording, think okay it does not sound good, go back, work on it again. And yeah, okay, like when a song version stays constant over 2-3 gigs or 2-3 months, we are satisfied. Okay, like I think this is the final version and we should go ahead with recording this.
So that process is itself very interesting. Like you keep experimenting until it finally hits. Like this is and this, and we want to.
Mostly like it is hit and try. Like
Mm,
that's what you have to find something. Like sometimes you come up with an older like some version V1, and then do gig baad you realize okay I can do something different here, and you try that. The band likes it. That becomes the updated thing. So yeah, like it's very ad hoc. Like ऐसा कुछ specific rules नहीं है. Like I've seen a lot of musicians also talking कि lyrics पहले आते हैं या melody पहले आती है. It's very random. Whatever happens happens, and as long as you're getting the final product ready, I think it is good. And yeah, so that's how the songwriting works. The only thing we don't know till now is how to name the song. So we like that is like in the new album one song is called Untitled 001. Spotify rejected that song. They thought it was a typo, and then we got a call back like you forgot to name one of your songs, and we were like no, we actually named it Untitled 001 because at that point we had uh, 3 new songs. So we had new 2, new 3, new 4,
okay.
and new 3 became Daytime, new 2 became Untitled 001. New still is new because yeah,
Yeah, that
someone needs to
song
teach us that.
Daytime, that's after your name, right?
Yeah, because for that the initial melody I came up with. I and Rushil was over once, so I just showed him. He really liked it, and he started jamming on it. So because there were so many new for the fun of it, they started calling it Daytime.
Hmm.
And eventually, while we were releasing the album, we were like, oh, okay, we don't have any other better name, so let's just go with Daytime. And he wanted to do a instrumental outro for that, so that became Nighttime. So Daytime, Nighttime like flows pretty well.
That's pretty good.
Yeah.
Huh. Okay. So, like, what can you tell students in IIT Roorkee, like, who are passionate about music, but they somehow do not end up in the music section? Like, for some reason or the other, they are not part of the music section, but they are serious about it.
Okay. Yeah. So in my time, I guess there was Pandey sir. I think he used to do classes. A lot of people joined that. But right now, like you have so many resources. You have YouTube and just pick an instrument and start learning. Because like I've seen people who did not play music when I was in college. They started maybe in their fourth year or even after graduating, and they are like pretty good musicians right now. They
Hmm.
are doing their own stuff, and so it's नेवर लाइक ओके तुमने कॉलेज से पहले नहीं किया, तुम सेक्शन में नहीं थे तो तुम्हारा म्यूजिक करियर खत्म है. ओके सेक्शन में होना इज अ कूल थिंग इटसेल्फ, but it does not stop you from being a musician or being or pursuing any hobby. Like I was not in photography section. I started
Yeah.
clicking photos in 2018, and right now like can call myself a photographer. So it's never late to start. And like if someone wants to be a musician, what I suggest a lot of my friends is just pick a ukulele, because guitar में people complain कि उंगलियां दुख रही है और keyboard is tough and keyboard is expensive. Ukulele is dirt cheap and it's उंगलियां नहीं दुखती. Just start it. तो
Hmm.
कुछ सीखोगे and then maybe you can upgrade to guitar or you can upgrade to vocals.
Yeah. So
So
basically, start with something. Like,
start with something, yeah. So
hmm.
how I started singing was like रुड़की में चर्च में I used to sing a little bit. उसके अलावा नहीं, like section में only once I tried vocals. When went to Gurgaon, started working, I started going to this karaoke bars and I started singing there just for the fun of it, and then realized, okay, I can do this. Maybe I
Mm-hmm.
can try singing. And with this band, I tried that, and whatever I learned in the church, the harmonies and stuff, worked well with this band. So, like, if I was not a singer in music section as at all. So yeah, that's something I picked after college. So it's never late to start, and music section is a very like amazing place to be in, but does not stop you from being a musician in Roorkee or after Roorkee. Like Bhavan Day, you come across so many good musicians. Then you are like, okay, next year इसको लेना. Like while we were doing audition, हर बार ऐसा होता था भवन डे में एक इंसान मिल जाता था कि we were like, okay, हाँ, next year इसको we should consider this guy because this guy is good. So yeah, I think people should just go for it. And right now, internet and like a mobile, whatever, इतना simple है सब कुछ. There are apps and हर चीज का chord word मिल जाता, तो just pick an instrument and go with it.
Yeah. So like there's this thing that all of us have hobbies, right? But for some reason हम उन्हें hobbies ही रखते हैं. Like we do not pursue them, or we just say that we'll do this in our free time, and then the free time never comes actually. Like what can you tell people about pursuing their hobbies for because you had this interest in music and you are currently doing a job and doing this simultaneously. So it's like
Yeah,
you can balance two things.
you can, like, it's gonna take a toll on you, and it gets pretty irritating at times. Like there have been phases when we were like, okay, एक महीने तक jam नहीं करेंगे because this is getting too much to our heads.
Hmm.
But yeah, like if you like something and you're passionate about it, you need to make out time, because like there was a phase because मैं jam कर रहा हूँ, I did not watch anything on Netflix, or because वो सब, while it is fun, it is taking time. Like everyone has those 24 hours. So, and if you're working for 10 hours out of those and then watching 2 movies or binging a series, and obviously you don't have time for music. So carve out some time. Like a lot of time it's like, okay, if I'm listening to music, something, just गिटार उठा के थोड़ा बहुत बजाने लग गया
Hmm.
या कुछ. So I think it kind of takes you, it is required to go out of your comfort zone if you want to pursue it. But I think end of it, when you start seeing return, like शुरू में नहीं दिखेगा. If you start playing guitar, obviously अब तुम YouTube channel बना रहे हो, it's not like कि तुम्हारा first video viral हो जाएगा.
Hmm.
And even it took like good one and a half years for us to reach a stage where we could call ourselves like professional musicians. So just try it, like content डालो and just keep going it. Maybe शुरू में 10 लोग appreciate करेंगे, but slowly everything will grow. So
Yeah.
बस वही है कि थोड़ा सा कंफर्ट जोन से बाहर निकलो, एंड इफ यू वांट टू डू समथिंग, जस्ट डू इट.
Hmm.
Don't procrastinate. Like coming from me, who's a super lazy person, like मैं
Mhm.
जब से लॉकडाउन हुआ, आई हैव बीन थिंकिंग कि I'll put out some videos on YouTube. अभी तक नहीं हुआ. Like last weekend we recorded some shit. So yeah, that's hypocritic, but it's like, okay, you have to get out of your comfort zone
Yeah, and do something like.
and do something. Just do it, like whatever you can. It's
Hmm.
not just about music or painting. Like so many apps, so many things, Photoshop, like काफी कुछ है, and काफी कुछ चीज के free alternative भी है in case you don't want to spend on software. So you can just give it a shot, and it's not like कि पूरा time दे दो. Like I still like spend a lot of time gaming. When lockdown was not there, I used to step out and stuff, but carve out some time. Okay, maybe you can say कि हाँ मैं 15 मिनट गिटार बजाऊंगा एक दिन में, और एक वीक में 2 घंटे, मे बी दैट 2 घंटे कम्स ऑन सैटरडे, बाकी दिन तुम कुछ मत करो. बट if you are saying 2 hours, just stick to those 2 hours. Don't cheat on yourself if you want to do something with your hobby and make it a passion.
Hmm. And so, like, you will ultimately have to make a choice, right, between doing the job and like pursuing music full time. So, have you thought about it? Like,
Yeah, couple of times. Like I said, like while we formed, we also thought, okay, क्या करना है, and even like because we don't want to skip this kind of music that we are making.
hmm,
So unless we make like super big and बहुत पैसा आ रहा है, because
Hmm.
while working in the tech job your living standards are also like, okay, you want to eat out every week, and मतलब खर्चा है there. So
Hmm.
I don't think I see like the music thing sustaining us full time. And that being said, like there are things at work also like which interest me, because like I'm an engineer at the end of the day as well. So
Hmm.
there is coding, I have to uh, work into different
It
languages, I have
keeps the
to
balance,
solve different
right?
business problems. So yeah, that is also a fun aspect. Like it gets hectic, but I don't want to leave that behind as well. So
Hmm.
unless, yeah, I think कोई बड़ा डायरेक्टर आके हमें साइन इन कर रहा है कि हाँ लो 4 करोड़ का प्रोजेक्ट है, छोड़ दो जॉब, आई
Hmm.
डोंट थिंक we'll be making like Rishil has taken time off. He has been pursuing music now fully. He's working on solo project as well. So
Hmm.
yeah, maybe phases like that we might also try to do sometime, and like make we take a gap year, focus on music.
Hmm.
But for me personally, I don't see for the next 2-3 years. And
Yeah.
yeah, let's see how it goes.
Hmm. So Dennis, tell us about your learnings or any lessons that you would like to pass on from your journey so far.
uh, so with music section I would say, matlab, you keep on learning, like, be curious basically. If anything interests you, if I'm playing just guitar, I see a bassist, I went to him and I asked like ye kaise hua hai. Or if someone was recording from audio, I used to uh, go to them as well. And don't lose hope. Like I did not make it into music section my first semester, I went into second semester.
Hmm.
So it's not like, and it's not like even if then you don't make it, you don't make it as a musician, don't give up, but keep learning. Like first to fourth year, I think I grew as a musician very much. And apart from that, first year mein you are just playing for yourself, you're playing your parts. Okay, seniors ne bol diya ye bajana hai. Fourth year tak, because you have so many juniors working with you, you are taking care of them as well कि उनके parts सही आ रहे हैं कि नहीं. If they need any help, how do you उस टाइम पे हमारे टाइम पे कॉन्वो में shows होते थे, तो how are you getting sounds from outside, how's everything working, like backdrop बना के नहीं, you are talking to program management, you are talking to audio, you're talking to lights. So वो सब responsibilities आती है.
Hmm.
And you kind of learn to network, which is an essential skill even after college. Even in your corporate job, like you need to know how to talk to different teams, how to uh, interact with people, and even get out of like I personally am myself an introvert, but you need to get out of that comfort zone again. So if I'm shooting for Geek Chutney, or if I'm um, going to a venue for IS photography, also at times I just go to gigs alone,
Hmm.
and you find fellow musicians there, you find people, you just talk to them.
That is tough, like going alone.
But it gets fun, like because you will see, because it's at the end of the day it's a gig. You'll find some people who are enthused about the band as well. You'll
Hmm.
do those three, and it works, because like even for the first album I went to this gig. There's this musician called Tejas. He's one of the best Indian musicians, I guess, in the country. And yeah, I started talking to him. He's also like, okay, you're a musician and stuff. Okay, he became my friend. He actually mentored us through the recording process in our first album. So
Hmm.
that's how like you build connection, and if you build 10 connection, at least one of them will help you in some way or other. If even if they are posting about your music on their Instagram, their followers see them. So
If you
I
are
think network.
interested in something, like connect to people who are into that field and talk about what's new in that field. And
Yeah, and tell people that you are doing this thing, so someone can hold you accountable. If you just think right now, okay, I'm gonna draw 10 sketches in October for October, and
hmm.
nobody knows about it, so maybe you will slack and you might not do it. If you post one photo on Instagram, or you just post, okay, I'm gonna do this, and then few of the people might come and ask you कि कहाँ है bro, तूने photo बनाने को बोला था,
Hmm.
and maybe that might force you to do something. So even not like proper janta, but tell your few 4 5 close friends which are in your gang, okay, I'm trying to do this hobby, I'm maybe trying to join a gym, I'm trying to do photography. And
Hmm.
so like when I started photography, like my bandmates were very supportive. They used to come with me to gigs, just because like I wanted to go there and shoot.
Hmm.
So yeah, whosoever is your close friend is definitely gonna support you if you're gonna try something new. So
Yeah. Okay. Thank you, Dennis. This was amazing. Like,
yeah, this was
like,
pretty fun.
yeah, we got to learn so much about music and gigs and like bands and stuff. It was pretty amazing. Thank you.
Yeah, no worries. Like if you have anything, like just ping me on WhatsApp and stuff. Like I still have people from Roorkee reaching out to me if they're doing into any music. So yeah, I'm always open for that.
Okay. Thank you.
Okay, thanks, Arshita.